From Family Arena in St. Charles, Missouri, this is the 2013 Missouri Valley Conference Women's Basketball Tournament. I'm R.C. McBride alongside Jill Hutchison, and here we have the two-seeded Creighton Bluejays taking on the 10-seed Southern Illinois Salukis. On paper, this might appear a mismatch, but Creighton is not taking anything for granted headed into this one.
Nor should they. I mean, Southern was like a different team yesterday in the play-in game. I mean, they were lighting it up on the boards, working hard on defense. If they can put two games back-to-back, they could be really competitive here tonight. The
Salukis eliminated the Purple Aces of Evansville last night, snapping a 16-game losing streak. So now, for that honor, they get to play the tournament's 2-seed, the Creighton Bluejays. We are just moments away from tip-off. Country Healthcare proudly presents the 2013 MVC Women's Basketball Tournament on Valley Live.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry Healthcare. We offer comprehensive, affordable plans for your family or business. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com or text wellness to 74574. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare.
Help Brazil reduce its overall reliance on foreign imports with the launch of the country's largest petrochemical operation. When Emerson takes up the challenge, it's never been done before. Simply becomes, consider it solved. Emerson.
Senor!
Attention everyone, our first toast!
No. I am so honored to say a few words about the lovely can. Huh? I mean the couple. She looks so delicious. Lean love. Too many more years. Do we know her?
No.
Diet Pepsi. Love every sip.
I'm Big John Kilcoyne, quarterback for this town's only state championship winning team. I'm the winningest QB of all time. I'm here to talk to you about the winningest pizza of all time, Casey's Pizza. Best tasting pizza around with made from scratch dough, fresh ingredients, 100% real mozzarella cheese. Take it from me, Big John. With Casey's Pizza, you can't lose.
Right now, get any large specialty pizza for just $13.99. Casey's, famous for pizza.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry Healthcare. We offer comprehensive, affordable plans for your family or business. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com or text wellness to 74574. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare.
The 2013 Missouri Valley Conference Women's Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Coventry Healthcare, the official presenting sponsor for the MVC TV network. Text wellness to 74574 to find out more. By Emerson, the proud presenting partner of the Jackie Stiles Trophy. Emerson, consider it solved. And by Casey's General Store, famous for pizza. Creighton, the number 2 seed, set to take on the 10 seed Southern Illinois Salukis. Southern knocked off Evansville last night to earn the right to play on Friday. Let's take a look at our keys for this one, Jill.
Well, Southern's got to bring the energy, and after last night, that will be a big question. But the thing that ignited them was really great ball pressure, getting in passing lanes, and they've got to bring that same defense out tonight. They have a tendency to settle for the outside shot. They want to set up their inside game offensively and really attack in the paint. Creighton, on the other hand, has to worry about containing Cartasia Macklin. She's great off the bounce. Controlling the boards is always a challenge with Southern Illinois because they're so athletic. And Creighton wants to dictate tempo, which is interesting to me. They want to run and see if they can really outlast Southern because Southern really only has 9 players that are dressed. So if that happens, it'll be interesting because Southern likes to push tempo as well.
Let's take a look at our starting lineups. A presentation of Coventry Healthcare. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com for more information. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare. Creighton with a couple of names we'll be calling a lot. Sarah Nelson, an All-Valley selection. Marissa Janning, the Missouri Valley Conference Freshman of the Year. Southern Illinois, Cartasia Macklin scored 32 last night. Jordan Courier hit 5 3-pointers in the Evansville win.
Two good players, but don't count out Napier. I think she can light it up just as well. And Diane Pierre, great on the boards.
The Valley's leader in rebounds, Jim Flannery, the Dean of Valley coaches, at the helm for Creighton. And Adriana Harlow, the interim head coach for Southern Illinois. The opening tip, somewhat awkwardly, but controlled nonetheless by Southern Illinois.
Heads up by Pierre to grab that ball. Sometimes jumpers don't realize they can pick it up once it hits the floor.
Here's Cartasia Macklin. She'll fire, and it's a little bit short, and a battle for the rebound brought down by the Creighton Blue Jays. So now Creighton on offense for the first time. This is Nelson out top. Interesting thing about Sarah Nelson as a post player, she's number 2 on the team in assists, right behind Carly Tritz. Now the drive and a stuff, loose ball, knocked out of bounds. It will be Creighton basketball.
These two teams didn't really have to spend a whole lot of time prepping for one another. They played each other in the last regular season game at Creighton. Creighton handled them pretty easily, 61-42.
Creighton with the basketball. This is Janning firing a little strong, and Pierre doing what Pierre does best, grabbing the board. Napier up the floor for SIU. Pierre right of the lane, and it's a miscommunication there. Goes out of bounds, an unforced turnover, gives the ball back to Creighton.
Cartesia Macklin just turned around to Pierre. It's okay, we got it, not to worry. She's become much more of a leader, and as a sophomore, that's a good time for her to step up.
A sophomore from Mayo, Florida, and didn't we just see that on the other side?
Yeah,
Creighton throws the ball away.
Mayo, Florida is an itty-bitty town. She said probably when they're on television, everybody in the entire town is watching.
Well, we say hello to everybody in Mayo, Florida. As your homegrown product, Cartasia Macklin takes the ball up the floor for Southern Illinois. This is Napier trying to drive inside. Bounce pass goes to Pierre. Shot, no, and Nelson there for the rebound. So neither team been able to score as of yet. Mackenzie Fuyan to Sarah Nelson. The drive, the shot, no, but a foul will send Nelson to the free throw line.
Nelson's really good at drawing that foul, RC. She can go off the bounce from that high post, and you know, if they start reaching in, she can just kind of shoot that baby hook in there.
Ariel Haynes, a sophomore from Chicago, picks up the foul, and Sarah Nelson with that little extra hop, getting the free throw to go.
She talked it in, didn't she?
Nelson, a junior from Omaha. She had an older sister who also played for Jim Flannery.
She did. There have been a lot of sister combinations at Creighton,
including the Jensen sisters, who are on the roster now. So it's a 2-0 Blue Jay lead on Nelson's free throws. Courier had 17 points against Evansville yesterday, 15 of those coming on threes. Macklin's trying to drive in. Gives it a second effort, and a foul is going to be coming up on Marissa Janning.
Macklin is going to be a tough matchup for anybody on this Creighton squad. She's got such good quicks, nice change of speed. She can handle it with both hands.
Ball comes into Napier. Now Macklin loses the dribble, dumps it off. Haynes will make a go of it. Hook shot too short. Southern Illinois 0 for its first 3 attempts from the floor.
And they've had good looks. Everyone has been short.
Well, you wonder if perhaps they're a little bit tired.
Yeah.
Whistle away from the ball. Appears to be on Southern Illinois' Napier.
It was on Courier. I missed that one, RC. Off the ball by Courier.
As did I, obviously. And here's Janning taking it to the wing. Allie Jensen now with the ball.
Allie, a great three-point shooter. They're going to try and set her up all evening.
Janning will drive in. Back out to Jensen. Sidesteps the defender, gives it to Nelson. She's got range too, but it's short. Fight for the board. Pierre gets her second rebound, and here comes Southern Illinois.
Pierre with good hands in there.
Macklin tried that penetration that worked so well for her last night. Thus far, the door closed by the Blue Jays.
Well, and that was one of their points of emphasis, was getting back in defensive transition. And so far, Creighton doing a nice job.
Napier having to climb the ladder, drives, shoots, and hits. First field goal for either team, and Southern Illinois ties it at 2.
Napier's really their three-point shooter, along with Jordan Courier. So for her to pull the pull-up jumper was a good shot for her.
Jensen, a long three, in and out. And the rebound brought down initially by Camphouse. She's able to get out of there with it and score. Elisa Camphouse, a junior from Seward, Nebraska, scores Creighton's first field goal.
If she gets going, she could be a difference maker in the paint, I think.
Haynes to Macklin, now Pierre. .13 to shoot for the Salukis. And a travel.
Sorry, Southern and Creighton both playing a 4-out offense, trying to spread the floor and be able to dribble penetrate in there.
Couple of subs in. First for the Blue Jays, Alexis Akin Otiko, a sophomore from Bellevue, Nebraska, and West High School. And into the game for the first time for the Salukis is Alexis Patterson. She's a sophomore from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Carly Tritz just came in too, RC, for Creighton. Carly was the preseason player of the year in the Valley, but has had very chronic knee problems.
Jannings layup a little bit short. Macklin racing up the floor, trying to split the defense. The held ball will go Creighton's way. And that will take us to our under 16 timeout. So a slow start offensively to this one. An early lead for the Creighton Blue Jays here on NBC Live.
I used to hate eating healthy stuff, but Badger likes it, so I do too. I used to have bad dreams, but not anymore. I used to be scared of the basement, but when Badger's with me, it's not so bad.
We know how important your dog is to your whole family, so help keep him strong and healthy with Purina Dog Chow, because you're not just a family, you're a dog family.
Hello, I'm Greg Boyce, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Peabody Energy. Peabody Energy is the world's largest private sector coal company. Coal powers America, from schoolrooms to surgical suites, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Coal is clean, abundant, and affordable, and ours. Clean coal is a made-in-America solution to energy security, economic stimulus, and environmental progress.
Learn more at PeabodyEnergy.com and CoalCanDoThat.com.
2013 Cardinals 10-game ticket packs are on sale now. Choose from any of the 3 featuring 2013's top games and promotional dates. There's the always popular opening day pack, or the jersey pack featuring 6 games of jersey giveaways, or the value pack. Ticket packs start at just $79 and they're on sale now. Get yours at Cardinals.com.
Tonight's Missouri Valley Conference Scholar Athlete of the Game is Creighton's Sarah Nelson, a junior forward from Omaha, Nebraska. Nelson averages 12.1 points, 7.9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1.4 block shots per game. A 2-time all-conference selection, Nelson, who has a 3.7 GPA in finance and 3 health sciences, has received MVC Scholar Athlete laurels twice during her career.
That is really an interesting combination. Finance and pre-med, kind of a major. Creighton with another scholar athlete. Allie Jensen is a second teamer with a 3.6 in nursing. So a really good academic school, Creighton.
No question. So the Blue Jays coming back from the timeout after the held ball on offense, trying to open up a lead a little bit. Carly Tritz down low, shot good. Jordan Garrison with the bucket.
Great pass, though, by Tritz, and that's what she does so well. She sees the floor. She has just got a great basketball IQ.
Pierre lobs down low, and it's tapped away by the Blue Jays.
It's a tough matchup because Creighton has got the height to take away that lob pass.
Garrison heaves the 3 and hits.
Wow.
Creighton loves to shoot the three. They had 44 attempts last week against Evansville.
That is just mind-boggling. 44 attempts, and obviously they weren't hitting terribly well, and so they took a lot of outside shots, but they're amazing.
Macklin somehow kept the dribble, but winds up throwing it away, and here come the Blue Jays. Tritz out down low. It's up and good for Janning. And that is going to force a Southern Illinois timeout.
Yeah, 2 easy baskets now by Creighton, and Southern getting lost in some of the screens off the ball.
Let's take a look at Creighton's offense here.
They do a nice job of spreading you out, but how about that shot? Garrison shoots that from the hip, I think. That was off a backdoor screen off the weak side, and Southern just missed the defensive switch or sliding through the screen, whichever they're choosing to do.
Well, you knew this game could go one of 2 ways.
Exactly. Southern's had their shots. They just have not been able to put them down.
But this is a Saluki team capable of going on some impressive runs. We saw that last night.
Well, Creighton continues to take away their transition. That's going to really hurt Southern.
Patterson, spin move, and draws the foul.
I'll tell you what, Patterson is a presence in the paint. She's got great hands, great shot, and she can really move with her back to the basket. Watch this cute little spin move she's got.
She's a big girl, Jill, but she is an athlete.
She is, and she was on the all-Frosh team last year. And give her credit. She lost 40 pounds in the offseason last year, and I'm sure that really helped her. She got injured early this year and put some of that weight back on, so that's been more difficult.
But she's a player, I think, to keep an eye on. And in transition, Creighton misses, but keeps it alive, and Tritz gets the rebound. Here's Garrison again. No, fight for the board, and Southern out of there with it.
Garrison is shooting it from downtown.
Out of bounds to Southern Illinois. Well, she has an unorthodox shot, Jill, but it works for her.
It does work, and you know, it doesn't matter how you shoot it as long as you're consistent. Coaches sometimes wonder if they should change a player's shot, only if they don't hit it.
That's good to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Pearl. Pass down low,
Whoa.
Double team, out of bounds. Salukis will have it, but just 11 seconds on the shot clock.
That was good defense by Creighton. They took away all the passes ball side, made it very difficult for Patterson to go to the weak side.
Southern Illinois has had just 4 field goal attempts, and they turned the ball over here with a 5-second violation. Southern Illinois 1 for 4 from the floor. Creighton 4 for 11.
Yeah, Southern's not getting a lot of open looks, that's for darn sure.
6 turnovers for the Salukis already.
Yeah, that's the big problem.
Camphouse kicks it to Sammy Jensen, the younger of the 2 sisters. Down to 8 to shoot for the Jays. Here's Tritz fighting her way in. Now fades and hits.
I don't know, RC, for some reason I'm not seeing that same fire out of the Salukis tonight that we saw last night.
No, they were very impressive last night.
And they started off just with all kinds of energy in their game.
Napier misses, rebound Jays. Garrison saves it into Camphouse. Tritz out top. Good start for the Jays. Akin Otiko, who's been playing really well of late, drives and draws the foul on Courier, and that's not particularly good news for the Salukis. That's her 2nd foul.
Yeah, Courier probably their most consistent 3-point shooter, and they kind of need her in the game. You already mentioned she put up 17 points last night, against Evansville, and it was critical.
Kinetico, a 90% free throw shooter. We'll round it up to 91. I think I shortchanged her a little bit.
Yeah. Coming into tonight's game, she was 20 for 22. That makes 21 for 23. 2 misses all season. That's pretty impressive.
And the Jays have quickly built an 11-point lead, looking for more, and they get it.
Yeah, even in warm-ups, I thought Creighton looked really loose, very confident. They certainly were shooting the ball well.
Well, the win last night did go to overtime. You mentioned the thin bench already.
Well, they've got 9 players dressed, but one of them only played 6 minutes. So that means 8 players going for the whole stretch, and they're not used to being in this situation. That was Southern's first win in a long time at this tournament.
Kind of a prayer thrown up by Patterson, and Creighton with the rebound. Nelson out to Jensen. Nelson will set for 3. It's a little bit short. Rebound for Camphouse. Right back down low. It's out of bounds off of Napier. It will remain Blue Jay basketball. So a good start for the Blue Jays as we go to the timeout. The Jays with a 12-point lead, 11.5 to go as we continue here on MVC Live.
On May 6th, 1985, identical twins were separated at birth. Despite their different upbringings, they were both born to assist. Chris Paul was destined for a life of basketball. Cliff Paul was destined for a life of helping others, and that led him to become a State Farm agent. When assisting is in your blood, you know it. Find an agent born to get you to a better state.
Hi, I'm Lauren Lee, and I love playing hoops. But late last year, a few days before Christmas, my game and my world came to a sudden stop. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. An amazing team of caring doctors and nurses at SSM Cardinal Glenn Children's Medical Center helped me put on a full court press. Today, I'm beating cancer. Your support has put me back in the game.
Gun is coming up at 8:30 Central tonight as 6-seeded Bradley plays 3rd-seeded Illinois State in our final quarterfinal contest right here on Valley Live. Pre-game coverage on Valley Live starts again at 8:30 Central Time. That one promises to be a very interesting matchup. Bradley, the only team to knock off Illinois State the second time through the Valley schedule.
I think it will be a barn burner. Those teams match up really well. Bradley, they're a perimeter team with really no inside game, and because of that, they have just up-tempoed their offense, their defense. They just have become real scramblers.
And we'll preview that one as we speak with both head coaches coming up during our Coventry Healthcare intermission report. Creighton, as you see, off to a fantastic start. Blue Jays actually tied Wichita State for first place at the end of the regular season. Got the 2 seed as a result of losing the tiebreaker. 3 is no good, but tracking to the rebound is Allie Jensen.
Southern changed to a zone defense after that last timeout, and you know it definitely bothered Creighton slightly, but tough to rebound in a zone sometimes.
Gonna have a reach-in foul, perhaps on Patterson. I guess not. Asia Washington picks up her first foul. 4th foul for Southern, sorry.
Washington has started 16 games this season and just kind of rotated out of that starting lineup lately.
Zone defense forces a turnover. Southern Illinois has got to get it going quickly before this becomes a blowout.
Right. They need to score. It looks like their defense did the job for them, but now they need to convert at the offensive end.
Sydney Goins with the ball, gets it back out to Macklin. Lob down low. Patterson double teams, sends it back out to Mercedes Griffin. Now Goins for three. That one might have been partially blocked. And here comes Janning for the Jays.
Freshman of the year, and she totally deserves that. She has just had a tremendous rookie season.
Janning fires and misses. Too strong.
That's her second miss out there since they went to that zone.
Macklin. Those are the kind of shots that were falling for her last night.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. She's got to hit that. She can't miss it.
Jensen wheels it out top. Here comes Janning. Now the long three, no, and the rebound by Macklin sends it up the floor, and the foul. Shot doesn't go, but it's going to send Sydney Goins to the free throw line. Well, the zone is clearly forcing, as we have another look at the foul.
Yeah, she just got in the wrong place at the wrong time. That was Fuhan, who is one of their better defenders, really.
She just shrugged her shoulders.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? Free throw is good. Subs coming in, as you see. But that switch to the zone is forcing Creighton to shoot from the outside, and they're missing. But Southern Illinois is not capitalizing with scores of its own.
You're right, and that's the problem. And again, Southern is having looks. They're just not shooting the ball with the same focus that I think I saw in them last night.
Bouillon up the floor.
I've decided that shooting a basketball, they're playing a man now too, by the way. Shooting a basketball is a little bit like shooting darts. I mean, you got to look at that bullseye. You can't just throw it up there and hope it lands through the net.
Alexis Akinatico whistled for the travel. So the defense is putting it together for Southern Illinois, but Creighton's defense not relenting.
No, you're absolutely right. And Creighton has had some droughts of late, and I'm sure Jim Flannery is going to be concerned about that possibility here.
Three for Griffin, no good. Back the other way we go. Nelson on the wing. Comes Allie Jensen. She'll get rid of it. Whipped inside. Nice. Layup is good. Perfect pass from Carly Tritz, the team's leader. It assists.
Ariel Haynes hedged on a ball screen, and no one rotated to pick up Nelson for her, so she looked like the bad guy on that play.
Pierre will fire. She comes up short, and Jensen out of there with the board. Tremendous rebounding advantage right now, 15-7 for the Jays. Fouillon for three, too strong. Rebound, Creighton.
Southern is shooting 1 for 11. Creighton's not real hot. They're 6 for 18, so they're shooting 33%, but that's a whole lot better than 9%.
Tritz couldn't connect. It's out of bounds to Southern.
Jim Flannery has already played almost everybody that's dressed on his bench. So he's using a lot of people, and I'm sure he's thinking ahead to a semifinal opportunity. You kind of thought that at the beginning with Southern, that they're kind of shallow, and that means playing a possibility of 4 games would be a tough one for them.
Southern Illinois with turnover number 7. So not much going right for the Salukis. And you'd have to give Creighton some credit for that. The Jays swept the season series. Neither game was close. Tritz loses her footing.
Yeah, Southern back in the zone again.
Garrison launches it.
Oh. That makes him pay for his own. Garrison's having a fun night.
2 for 3 beyond the arc. It's a 16-point lead for the Jays. Shot is good. for Sydney Goins. That is just the second field goal for the Salukis.
Yeah, it's been a long drought for them. It's almost a no-hitter.
Tritz to Nelson. I think Nelson was surprised to find herself so open.
She didn't know that there was no one between her and the basket, I don't think.
5 on the shot clock, and we're going to have a foul on Ariel Haynes for the Salukis, and that will take us to the timeout. But the Blue Jays continue to spread the lead thanks to some hot shooting from Jordan Garrison. Back after this on Valley Live.
NCAA March Madness is coming to Kansas City as 8 of the top teams in the country compete for a trip to the NCAA Sweet 16. Watch as stars are born, buzzer beaters drop, and Cinderella teams emerge in riveting second and third round action. Experience it live at the 2013 NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Tournament, March 22nd and 24th at Sprint Center in Kansas City, Missouri. All session tickets start at $198. Visit ncaa.com/MBB tickets to make a date with champions.
There's one thing Dave's always wanted to do when he retires: keep working, but for himself. So as his financial advisor, I took a look at everything he has: the 401k, insurance policies, even money he's invested elsewhere. We're building a retirement plan to help him launch a second career: Dave's Flight School. Go Dave.
When the conversation turns to finding a financial advisor who's fully invested in you, turn to us, Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
You could fly to Venice or Paris or even Copenhagen. You could fly all over the world. But why? When you could just come to St. Louis. Your trip begins at ExploreSt.Louis.com.
Our Missouri Valley Conference standings, a presentation of Purina Dog Chow, total nutrition for your dog. And Wichita State and Creighton tying atop the Valley at the end of the regular season. We mentioned the Redbirds of Illinois State went 8-1 on the back half. Northern Iowa with a big win over Indiana State. Bradley still alive. They've been playing good basketball. And if this one keeps going the way it is, it appears that the last 6 team standings will be the top 6 teams in the standings.
You're absolutely right. Wichita winning earlier today, and they will go into the semifinals against Northern Iowa. That should be quite a matchup.
So as we return, Northern Iowa Creighton with the basketball.
And Southern back in their zone. They're switching their defense. I'm not sure if there's a pattern to it or they're just calling it from the bench. Adrian Barlow in her 15th game. Whoa, Carly Tritz is lighting it up.
Nice stroke for Tritz. She has 5, 23-6 as the Jays continue to spread the lead.
Yeah, Tritz last season was probably playing 34, 35 minutes a game. She's able to get in about 20 right now.
Patterson misses the bunny and the rebound for Nelson.
Yeah, they've got so many opportunities, they just can't finish.
4 boards for Sarah. She'll take it on top now.
Southern back in a man.
Ball lost, it'll go to Southern. Elisa Camphouse returns to action. Sarah Nelson will get a breather.
Camphouse is probably the only really true 5 player for Creighton and has done a nice job tonight, both defensively and offensively in the paint.
Artasia Macklin, 32 last night. She's yet to score. Misses there. Nice board by Patterson, but the ball thrown away.
Wow. Too many turnovers now by the Salukis. That would be their 12th turnover of the game, and surprisingly, Creighton with 0.
8 turnovers, 12 points
sorry,
off of turnovers.
Oh,
though.
yeah, I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong line, RC.
But Creighton has obviously taken advantage of those turnovers,
yes,
with the 12 points resulting. And the Jays throw it away now. If this game stays where it is, and I know we still have 25.5 minutes to play, but I would think if you're Jim Flannery, that's the type of thing you want to guard against. I mean, Creighton came out very methodical with a great start here, but you don't want to relax.
No, in fact, they'd probably really like to feel like they could bury this team and play at their best. They didn't have the best weekend last weekend, it sounded like. So, you know, it's going to be important for them to get some momentum off of this quarterfinal game.
Macklin trying to drive. Well, they have shut her down.
Well, Janning is a great matchup for Macklin. She can stay with her speed-wise as well as anyone.
And a big three for Rashonda Napier. She's fired up because she hit it just as the shot clock was winding down. And we'll see if the Salukis can gain some traction from a shot like that.
Only the third field goal in 15 minutes for the Salukis.
And only the third in 15 attempts.
Yeah.
You probably want to be taking more than an attempt per minute, too, if you can.
Yeah.
Nelson with a nice move.
Those 8 turnovers are definitely hurting the Salukis.
Nelson with 6 points. She leads all scorers early on. Macklin. Ball tapped away, but Patterson there to get it. She'll fire it up, and it's no good.
And not a red shirt near the board that time. It appears that Southern's just going back in transition.
Long three for Marissa Janning. And with that, the Salukis down by 19, largest lead of the game for the Blue Jays.
It'll be really, really difficult for the Salukis to come back against a very veteran Creighton squad here.
And a foul on Pierre as she crash landed on Camp House. And that will take us to our under 4 timeout. The Jays continue to build on their lead, leading 28-9. We return after this on Valley Live.
Senor.
Attention everyone, our first toast.
No. I am so honored to say a few words about the lovely can. I mean the couple. She looks so delicious. In love. Too many more years.
Do we know her?
No. Diet Pepsi. Love every sip.
I used to hate eating healthy stuff, but Badger likes it, so I do too. I used to have bad dreams, but not anymore. I used to be scared of the basement, but when Badger's with me, it's not so bad.
We know how important your dog is to your whole family. So help keep him strong and healthy with Purina Dog Chow. Because you're not just a family, you're a dog family.
I'm Big John Kilcoyne, quarterback for this town's only state championship winning team. I'm the winningest QB of all time. I'm here to talk to you about the winningest pizza of all time, Casey's Pizza. Best tasting pizza around with made from scratch dough, fresh ingredients, 100% real mozzarella cheese. Take it from me, Big John. With Casey's Pizza, you can't lose.
Right now, get any large specialty pizza for just $13.99. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Stay tuned for the intermission report brought to you by Coventry Healthcare. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com for more information. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare. In St. Charles at Family Arena, 2013 Missouri Valley Conference Women's Basketball Tournament, and a good shot of the Creighton bench and a lot of smiles down there, understandably so, with a 28-9 lead for the Jays on the Southern Illinois Salukis.
Right now, Creighton is doing everything right. They're controlling the boards 20-9. They forced 8 turnovers that have given them 12 points. They have not allowed Southern to score 1 point in the paint. That's amazing.
Salukis shooting just 17.8%, 3 for 17.
Yeah, Southern may have shot too much energy into last night's game. They're really struggling to come back here.
Some pressure applied by Southern Illinois. As the Saluki is going to try anything they can. Here's Janning, and she travels.
Watch Jennings' demeanor. She's just as cool and calm. For a freshman, that's really pretty impressive.
Freshman of the year in the Missouri Valley Conference from Watertown, Minnesota. Comes in averaging 13 points a game.
I'm guessing Jim Flannery's pretty happy to have her back for 3 more seasons.
Down to 10 to shoot for Southern. Courier, who spent some time on the bench with 2 fouls, gives it up. Now it's deflected out of bounds. Southern will have it, but just 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Nice ball movement, but I'll tell you, Creighton doing a great job on closeouts, getting back out to players.
Macklin trying to send it in, and it's deflected immediately.
She's got a little height disadvantage down there. That's a problem with Alexis Otiko guarding the ball. She's got about 6 inches on Macklin.
Again, Southern with just 4 to work with. Macklin will dump it off, and the shot clock winds down.
Yeah, Macklin really needed to shoot that. She didn't really have a good look, but she didn't have much choice on that shot.
She saw Washington maybe with some daylight. She couldn't get the shot off quickly enough. So a 19-point Blue Jay lead. Sammy Jensen to Janning. In the corner, it's Sammy. Down to 9 to shoot. Nelson puts it on the floor. Down to 5 to shoot now. Here's Allie Jensen. Glass, no. Rebound for Asia Washington for Southern Illinois. And Macklin almost lost it. Patterson double team, and her pass is knocked away. Janning up with it. Gets it to Akinetiko. Now Jensen's 3 airballed, but the rebound to the sister, back to the other sister, and another 3 no good.
Well, it's a Jensen thing tonight at that arc, isn't it?
And another turnover. This time Macklin loses it. That's 11 turnovers for the Salukis.
Macklin out of control that time in transition.
Held ball will give the ball back to Southern Illinois.
Jim Flannery has got to like the ability to play so many kids. I think that really helps him get prepared for a semifinal game.
Well, and next time we get a shot of that bench, look at how many Creighton Blue Jays are not dressed.
Oh gosh, they have a lot of kids with injuries. Yeah.
So the future bright for Jim Flannery's program. Napier finds Washington and gets it back. Southern Illinois just trying to get into double digits. And another turnover. That's 12. Nelson to the hoop. No, but a foul on Washington.
Creighton has done a nice job trapping ball handlers and forcing some of those turnovers. And, you know, Flannery, when he first started coaching, really played a full court defense, and I'm sure would like to play a lot more full court than he can with the personnel he's got.
There's the shot we were talking about earlier.
On the left, Jazz Corbin is one of the seniors on this squad. She tore her ACL out for the year and has decided not to play her 5th season.
After the free throw, the lead is now 20. Patterson will take it herself. Akinetiko with the rebound.
Yeah, Creighton doing a nice job just going straight up and not fouling shooters. Whoa, nice finish.
Fuyan with the bucket. It's a 22-point Saluki lead. This is about as one-sided as you can get.
Oh, it is. Yeah, Southern having trouble finding any answer out here.
Patterson from Napier
and
can't
she
get it
still
to
missed.
fall.
That's a shot Patterson probably will hit 80% of the time.
Kenatico picks up her first foul. Well, you saw the disappointment in Patterson's face for not hitting it. It's
not for lack of effort, that's for sure.
Free throws no good. I mean, it has to be frustrating if you're Southern Illinois. They've had a frustrating, tough season.
Yeah.
That's why it was a neat story. Due respect to Evansville. But that's why it was a neat story from that perspective to see Southern be able to snap a 16-game losing streak last night. Second free throw is well short. And Jim Flannery is going to go ahead and burn that timeout. He'd lose anyway.
You're right. It was a nice story for Southern to get a win and see those kids as excited as they were. Giving credit to Evansville, they have had more than their share of injuries this season to really key players, and I think that affected them the last. Well, they started off like barn burners the first half of the conference schedule, and then really struggled once they had several kids go down.
Lost Christian Hart, their point guard.
That was huge.
But for the Blue Jays, all eyes are on a repeat of last weekend.
Yeah, they're not having too much trouble here. Flannery's going to hold the ball for one shot here. There still will be about 7-8 seconds left on the clock for the Salukis.
This is Janning. Gets it to Fuyan. Now Garrison wants it. Down to 5 to shoot. Here's Nelson charging in. No. Out of bounds to Southern Illinois. And that'll turn the shot clock off.
They're going to look for Courier with the 3. They've got perimeter shooters on the floor for Carbondale.
Ball out of bounds. It'll remain Southern Illinois ball. Washington trying to get it in. Macklin able to squirt away from the 2 defenders. She'll take it herself. It's not good, and the rebound for Creighton, and that's the way the entire half went for Southern Illinois. But an impressive half for the Creighton Blue Jays, 31-9 at the half. The 2013 Missouri Valley Conference Women's Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Coventry Healthcare, the official presenting sponsor for the NBC TV network. Text Wellness to 74574 to find out more. By SSM Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center, helping get kids back in the game. And by Frontier Communications. Visit frontier.com to experience high-speed internet for only $19.99 a month.
I remember the sense of uncertainty as I stood on the curb of Schneider Hall.
But with time, uncertainty faded to confidence, confidence to curiosity.
I have since lived in Italy, Ireland, Korea, and Newfoundland. I have written stories about places and people I never could have imagined.
For me, SIU is less an institution than a genesis.
It's that place where the world first unveiled itself and welcomed me in.
Learfield Sports Directors Cup is the crowning achievement in college athletics, awarded annually to the nation's best overall program in each division, both women's and men's sports. Celebrating its 20th anniversary, the Learfield Sports Directors Cup proudly honors exceptional student athletes and their schools. To follow your favorite team, visit thedirectorscup.com. Look for standings regularly in USA Today, or follow the Learfield Sports Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. The Learfield Sports Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Leadership runs in our family. Greatness is in our genes. Service is part of our DNA. We're Blue Jays for life. At Creighton University, we gain the pursuit of knowledge, meaningful work, passion for others, the desire to be more, and a family that extends and grows beyond graduation. Blue Jay pride runs deep and lives strong. Discover your greatness at Creighton University.
Welcome back to the Coventry Healthcare Intermission Report. Let's take a look at our first half highlights made possible by Emerson. And as you would expect, Jill, in a 31-9 game, the highlights are all Creighton Bluejays.
Well, they did everything right. Camp House with a muscle-up shot in the paint. If she gets going, that makes a world of difference from them. But Garrison off of the cut. She also gets a couple of threes outside. Look at this long distance, shooting it from the hip. But she hit a couple of big threes that opened it up early for Creighton. But their whole offense is working. And Southern tried a little zone, a little man. They couldn't stop them with anything. Sarah Nelson is doing what Sarah Nelson does best. But Creighton with a very balanced offense now, RC. They've really been able to use a lot of different players, and a lot of people have put some points up for them.
Well, and you got to credit the Creighton defense, although you keep looking at all those shots, those long-range shots for the Jays, but credit the defense as well, holding Southern Illinois to single digits in the first half. Our first half recap made possible by Emerson, the global technology and engineering company. To learn more, visit emerson.com. Emerson, consider it solved. It's a 31-9 lead for the Blue Jays at the half. And coming up, as our Coventry Healthcare Intermission Report continues, we'll preview the upcoming 3-6 game by chatting with both coaches.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry Healthcare. We offer comprehensive, affordable plans for your family or business. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com or text WELLNESS to 74574. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare.
In the insurance business, you think differently about a customer when you stand in the middle of his dreams. When she serves you breakfast every Saturday morning. When his son plays on the same team as your son. When you live down the street from your customers, you make sure they get covered right. And you make sure you're there when they need you. That's the way it's done around here. Grinnell Mutual, a policy of working together. To find a Grinnell Mutual agent near you, go to grinnellmutual.com.
Welcome our new student from Sweden, Sven.
Welcome into Missouri.
Small gestures can make a big difference. Give back to education by playing Cash for Life Scratchers games, and you could win cash every week for life. Play it forward with the Missouri Lottery.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry Healthcare. We offer comprehensive, affordable plans for your family or business. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com or text WELLNESS to 74574. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare.
Welcome back to the Coventry Healthcare Intermission Report. Time now for our halftime chat with a Valley head coach, a presentation of the St. Charles Convention and Visitors Bureau. And we're joined now by Illinois State head coach Stephanie Glantz. The Redbirds, the 3rd seed. Big one coming up after this against Bradley. And tell us a little bit about your team. You've been playing some good basketball of late. 8-1 the second time through the Missouri Valley Conference schedule.
I do feel like we're playing our best basketball now, and that's where you want to be in March. And so our team had a good run the second half of conference play, and we're playing with a lot of confidence right now and poise. And, you know, basically it starts for us on the defensive end. We have to win the battle of the boards, and then we have to really stay attack-minded on the offensive end. And so we have players that are capable of scoring. I hope they're firing on all cylinders tonight collectively at one time. We're looking forward to playing Bradley again. That was our only loss in the second half of the season, and so we're looking forward to that game tonight.
Steph, I get the sense that Redbirds come into this tournament under the radar. Everybody's looking at Creighton and Wichita as the top 2 seeds, and yet you beat both of them in the back 9, and you are playing your best ball right now.
Well, you know, I would tend to agree with you, Jill. I think that there's a lot of hype right now about the Valley perhaps getting 2 teams into the NCAA tournament, and that would be great, and there should be a lot of hype about that. And so we're hoping that we fly right under the radar and the Redbirds fly into a win tonight to start off with, and then that we really build momentum as we go through the tournament. But it's one game at a time, and so Bradley is our main focus tonight.
Are you going to do anything different against Bradley than you did 2 weeks ago when you lost that game?
You know, that game was probably our worst defensive game of the second half of the season. And so basically we've watched film, we've talked a lot, we've gone back to practice and shored up our defense. And that was the biggest difference for us. They beat us in quarter court and they beat us in full court transition. And so we want to shore up those two areas. And if we can do that, then I feel like we'll be okay and stay attack-minded on the offensive end.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Stephanie Glantz of the Illinois State Redbirds, thanks for the time. And our chat with Stephanie Glantz brought to you by the St. Charles Convention and Visitors Bureau. When making plans to attend the MVC Women's Basketball Tournament or for your next trip to historic St. Charles, go to www.historicstcharles.com or call 800-366-2427. We're at the half. Creighton leads Southern Illinois 31-9. Our Coventry Healthcare Intermission Report rolls on.
The St. Louis Cardinals 5-game packs are on sale now. There's the ring pack, which features the 2006 replica championship ring and a kid's pennant. There's the bobblehead pack, which features Carlos Beltran, Mike Matheny, Mike Shannon, and Ozzie Smith. What about the Musial pack? It features Stan's harmonica, his replica statue, and 3 weekend dates. There's a variety of packs to choose from this year. Get yours at Cardinals.com.
Hello, I'm Greg Boyce, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Peabody Energy. Peabody Energy is the world's largest private sector coal company. Coal powers America, from schoolrooms to surgical suites, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Coal is clean, abundant, and affordable, and ours. Clean coal is a made-in-America solution to energy security, economic stimulus, and environmental progress.
Learn more at PeabodyEnergy.com and CoalCanDoThat.com.
I used to hate eating healthy stuff, but Badger likes it, so I do too. I used to have bad dreams, but not anymore. I used to be scared of the basement, but when Badger's with me, it's not so bad.
We know how important your dog is to your whole family. So help keep them strong and healthy with Purina Dog Chow. Because you're not just a family, you're a dog family.
Welcome back to the Coventry Healthcare Intermission Report, and time now for another chat with the Valley head coach, a presentation of St. Charles Convention and Visitors Bureau, and first-year head coach of the Bradley Braves, Michael Brooks, joins us, and 6th seed, and your team's been playing some good basketball of late, a big win against Illinois State last week. You feel pretty good about your momentum coming in?
You know, we've done a great job of battling back from not the best start in conference play. You know, but as you take over a program and you instill your philosophy, everybody kind of starts as a freshman. And I've really felt like we've gained momentum towards the end of this year. 7 out of our last 11. You know, we let a couple slip away that we wish we could have. But, you know, we're very happy with where we've come. I think we're peaking at the right time and, you know, get another chance at our rival tonight.
Michael, one of the things people are going to see tonight, you guys just hustle. I mean, you're not big. You're playing like a 5-out, but you've got a lot of hustle at both ends of the floor.
Definitely. You know, we got to mix it up. We got to create chaos because, you know, we don't start anybody over 6 foot. You know, so for us, it's about creating chaos and getting after our opponent and, you know, making them make decisions quickly. You know, and that's the way we like to play is fast. So a little bit different than what I've seen thus far in the tournament. You know, we want to get up and down and push the tempo as much as we can to create our opportunities. So that 5-out definitely works for us this year. Well,
and it looks like your kids have bought into it. And are they coming into this tournament feeling pretty confident now?
Definitely. You know, we have great senior leadership. Kadiana, Brooke Bisping have done a wondrous job of being the catalyst for change for our program. You know, they believe, our kids believe. They've been pretty loose these last couple days. You know, I think getting the monkey off of our back of that last win versus Illinois State, we wish we would have come back with a little bit better showing versus Indiana State. But second half we played really well, and we've got to continue to have that carryover from game to game. But you know, I think we'll have a good showing tonight, and you know, we got a lot of fans coming down and just excited for it.
Good job, Coach.
Well, and a quick follow-up, because you mentioned a couple of your seniors, and again, that's always a tough situation when you have an administrative change, and they've handled it very well.
My kids are awesome. You know, we've got great student athletes. We've got great ambassadors of our university, and you know, we couldn't ask for anything else as a coaching staff and as you know, as a Bradley as a whole. So you you know, we're just excited to see what they can do here and where they can continue to take our program.
Coach Michael Brooks, thanks for the time. Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, that's Bradley head coach Michael Brooks. Our chat brought to you by the St. Charles Convention and Visitors Bureau. When making plans to attend the MVC Women's Basketball Tournament or for your next trip to historic St. Charles, go to www.historicstcharles.com or call 800-366-2427. And now let's take a look at our first half stats brought to you by Missouri Lottery. And pretty lopsided, Jill, so far.
You know, there's not much you can say except that Southern isn't shooting it well and Creighton is. I mean, it's been night and day. Southern defensively has not been able to stop the Jays. They've not been able to control boards. And so Creighton has been able to do almost whatever they want to do in this first half. Turnovers certainly have hurt the Salukis, and those have gone into a lot of points off of turnovers for Creighton, but it's going to be a long road back for the Salukis.
31-9, the Blue Jays lead the Salukis at the half. More of our Coventry Healthcare intermission report coming up.
You could fly to Venice or Paris or even Copenhagen. You could fly all over the world. But why? When you could just come to St. Louis. Your trip begins at ExploreStLouis.com.
The administrators, educators, coaches, and fans of the Missouri Valley Conference expect nothing but the best from their teams. And the Valley student athletes take pride in exceeding that expectation. On the field, on the court, on the track, and in the classroom. Celebrating academic and athletic excellence for more than 100 years. This is the Missouri Valley Conference.
The 2013 Missouri Valley Conference Women's Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Coventry Healthcare, the official presenting sponsor for the MVC TV network. Text Wellness to 74574 to find out more. By Emerson, the proud presenting partner of the Jackie Stiles Trophy. Emerson, consider it solved. And by Pepsi Max, 0 calories, maximum Pepsi taste. So we're just about set for the start of the second half. Jim Flannery, the Dean of Valley Coaches, you know he just loves hearing that term.
I know, he's an old man now.
In fact, coming in, he has 12 tournament wins in his career. The rest of the field has 16.
Yeah, he's had a great run, and he's got a WNIT championship to his credit, and he continues to put a great team on the floor. Now, if I were Flan, though, I'd be a little worried that everybody's going to relax and they're not going to come out with the same zip that they had in that first half.
Sarah Nelson will send the ball in for the Blue Jays. By the way, she is just 11 points shy of the 1,000 mark in her career. And our second half presented by Coventry Healthcare now underway. It'll be the Jays starting out with possession.
Oh, nice screen set that time for Jensen. They just didn't get it off.
Shot is a little short. A rebound Napier for Southern Illinois. Kick out to Courier. Her three, no.
Well, Southern started off with a little bit better ball pressure defensively.
Good ball movement by the Jays, though. Janning takes it back out top.
Creighton really spreads you out. They've got 5 players who can come out away from the basket there. And Camp House, whoa, I thought she had that one too.
Nice look, just a little too strong with the shot clock winding down, and here come the Salukis.
This is a little how we started the first half, RC, both teams with a few misses.
Data Pierre gets it to Macklin. Macklin still scoreless, Jill.
Boy, after having 32 points last night.
The 3 is good for Napier. She has 8 of the 12 points for Southern Illinois.
Yeah, and she's also playing some great defense. I really like the way Napier plays. She can be a 1 or a 2. She's got the hustle. She's just a little kid, though.
Camp House, too strong off the glass, kept alive, and Pierre with the board for Southern Illinois. Macklin up the board. Her 32 points last night, and another Saluki turnover. We'll get back to that point here in a second, but 13 turnovers now for Salukis, and 14 points off of turnovers for the Blue Jays.
Fuhan with a nice little lob pass there to Camp House for that easy bucket.
Courier, who had 17 last night.
Courier was open for that shot off the bounce. She just didn't finish it.
Yeah, and that might tell you something about the confidence level right now in Southern Illinois. Janning, the Valley Freshman of the Year, out to Fuyan, and now Nelson, an All-Valley first-teamer.
Camp House has really pushed herself into the paint there. Nice block by Hope, and a foul on, that's going to be on Pierre. Oh, I'm sorry, that ended up on Camp House.
Mercedes Griffin comes into the ball game for Ariel Haynes.
Griffin's a young lady who started at Marquette, transferred after never playing there.
Macklin to Pierre.
Yeah.
There's Griffin wheeling it around. Scoop shot won't go, and Nelson with the rebound.
Southern trying to run some sets to get some open looks, and they are still struggling to find an open shot. Credit the Creighton defense. They have played well at both ends of the floor. Little spacing issue here now for Creighton. They have good movement off the ball, though. I really like the offense they run. It makes it tough to defend and tough to help.
Big 3 by the freshman of the year, Marissa Janning. She has 8 points. Creighton with a 24-point lead. Pierre against the double team, draws the foul. Foul on Camp House again. That is 3.
It looks like Creighton's ready to bring 3 new players into the floor, though, and that means Camp House probably will get a break here.
Southern Illinois just 2 for 6 from the free throw line. There have only been 12 free throws shot in the entire game. Make it 2 for 7, and not much going right for the Salukis, and a host of fresh bodies in for the Jays. Akina Tico, Carly Tritz, Jordan Garrison back into the game.
You know, there's something to be said about experience, RC, and Southern Illinois never having been in this situation in the quarterfinals, and Creighton, a team who typically is playing in the finals every year, knows what it takes every ball game to be successful, and Southern certainly did yesterday, but having trouble doing it twice in a row.
Carly Tritz with a beauty. There's Macklin driving. Her shot is blocked out of bounds to Southern Illinois. Macklin still scoreless after 32 last night. That 32-point performance tied for 8th best in Valley Tournament history. It's also the best ever since the tournament moved to Family Arena here in St. Charles. Macklin loses the handle, somehow gets it out there. Here's Napier for 3, no. Ball lost out of bounds. It will remain Southern Illinois ball.
Mercedes Griffin in there fighting for that rebound. Brings some size to the paint for the Salukis.
Garrison will fire for three, or Courier, pardon me, and she hits. So Jordan Courier scores her first bucket, her sixth three-pointer of the tournament, with the lead still 22.
3 of the 5 Saluki field goals have been from the three-point arc.
Salukis with another rebound. And you see there, they're even having trouble running anything in what could be a transition situation. Napier fires a little short. Garrison with the board.
I'm surprised Napier didn't take that three. She got set up by Macklin on a screen and just didn't take it.
Great effort goes for naught for Napier. Kenotiko will let fly. And Garrison with the offensive board. Now the three for Janning, no. And it's kept alive, but Pierre gets it for Southern Illinois. Napier sidesteps a defender, fires, no. Tritz with the rebound.
She's got the looks, she just cannot put it down.
5 rebounds for Carly Tritz. Kitatico covered up by Pierre, forced it up. Pierre with the rebound.
Southern getting down in transition. They had numbers that time and they still missed it. Mercedes Griffin, point blank.
Courier fires, that might have been blocked. It's out of bounds to the Creighton Bluejays, and that will take us to a timeout. Creighton picks up where it left off, a 22-point lead here in the second half.
Grind virtually any kind of food waste into an unending source of electrical power for a city? When Emerson takes up the challenge, it's never been done before, simply becomes consider it solved. Emerson.
Senor!
Attention everyone, our first toast!
No. I am so honored to say a few words about the lovely can. I mean the couple. She looks so delicious. Lean love. Too many more years. Do we know her?
No.
Diet Pepsi. Love every sip.
I'm Big John Kilcoyne, quarterback for this town's only state championship winning team. I'm the winningest QB of all time. I'm here to talk to you about the winningest pizza of all time, Casey's Pizza. Best tasting pizza around with made from scratch dough, fresh ingredients, 100% real mozzarella cheese. Take it from me, Big John. With Casey's Pizza, you can't lose.
Right now, get any large specialty pizza for just $13.99. Casey's, famous for pizza.
The Jackie Stiles Trophy is given annually to the Missouri Valley Conference's outstanding women's basketball player. Emerson is excited to be the proud presenting partner for this year's award. Visit MVCsports.com to learn more. Emerson, consider it solved. And it was announced last night that sixth-year senior from Northern Iowa, Jackie Kalin, winner of that award for the second time in her career. She becomes the 5th player in Valley history to win that award multiple times.
Kalin was going to see if there was a 7th year of eligibility, she said, but it didn't look promising.
Just because you've got that kind of momentum going?
Yeah, really. But, you know, she had 2 ACL injuries in her career and missed 2 seasons, so there's not a more deserving kid of that 6th season than was Jackie Kalin.
And she used the time to get a master's degree.
You bet.
Garrison fires. Macklin with the rebound. Gets it up. Courier for 3. Too strong, and Garrison saves it in, but to Southern Illinois.
Southern is doing some good things. They are just not scoring. 5 for 30 from the floor.
Yeah, the shots that were falling last night are not. Lead in. There's a prime example. Pierre couldn't connect.
Southern has yet to score a point in the paint.
And you have to give the Creighton defense some credit. You know, this has just been a workmanlike effort. Very blue-collar effort for the Jays.
Very much so, yeah. I think they're executing exceptionally well. Good passing, good shots, good shot selection, and their defense has been phenomenal.
Foul goes on Diana Pierre. That'll be 2 for her. The winner of this game will play the winner of the upcoming 3-6 game. We already know that Northern Iowa and Wichita State will go at it in the first game on semifinals Saturday tomorrow. Carly Tritz for 3, a little short. Pierre with the board. Macklin takes her team up the floor.
Creighton is really not known for their rebounding, in spite of the fact they're controlling the boards against a very athletic Southern squad. But if they have an Achilles heel, that could be it.
Now that, my friends, is a held ball.
Yeah, I believe so. Oh.
Possession arrow will give it back to Southern Illinois. Just 9 seconds on the shot clock. Asia Washington comes in for Diana Pierre for Southern. Washington has her pass deflected. 7 seconds on the shot clock now.
Pierre on the bench is looking either winded or injured somehow. She's talking to the trainer. That would be a real blow for the Salukis.
Down to 5 to shoot now for Southern Illinois. Macklin loses the handle. It's picked up by Sammy Jensen, the younger of the 2 sisters. Janning drives, shot no, and a whistle.
That was the 5th turnover in the game by Cortasia Macklin, and that's probably her biggest issue on the negative side, is not taking great care of the ball. She has such speed, perhaps sometimes too much.
3rd foul called on Jordan Courier. And we had a shot just a moment ago of Pierre working with the trainer. I wonder if she's...
Yeah, it looks like a knee that's bothering her. I'm going to do some tests on that knee to be sure it's stable.
Rebound for Southern Illinois. Blue Jays by 22. The 3 for Washington is good. Or Sydney Goins, pardon me, with the 3-pointer. Sorry, Sydney.
Yeah, that was a good shot by Goins.
It was.
She broke her hand last year in the 12th game of the season, lost the season, could not get the hardship. So she's probably just happy to be able to play a whole year this season.
Ball went over the backboard on the miss, and as a result, it will go back to Southern Illinois. Napier takes it up the floor. She leads her team with 8 points.
8 of the 12, or the 8 of the 19, excuse me.
Washington misses. Now Goins tracking for the rebound. We'll have another held ball. This time it will go to the Creighton Blue Jays, but not before an official's timeout. So the Blue Jays in control. 11:55 to go on Valley Live.
On May 6, 1985, identical twins were separated at birth. Despite their different upbringings, they were both born to assist. Chris Paul was destined for a life of basketball. Cliff Paul was destined for a life of helping others, and that led him to become a State Farm agent. When assisting is in your blood, you know it. Find an agent born to get you to a better state.
NCAA March Madness is coming to Kansas City as 8 of the top teams in the country compete for a trip to the NCAA Sweet 16. Watch as stars are born, buzzer beaters drop, and Cinderella teams emerge in riveting second and third round action. Experience it live at the 2013 NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Tournament, March 22nd and 24th at Sprint Center in Kansas City, Missouri. All session tickets start at $198. Visit ncaa.com/MBB tickets to make a date with champions.
I used to hate eating healthy stuff, but Badger likes it, so I do too. I used to have bad dreams, but not anymore. I used to be scared of the basement, but when Badger's with me, it's not so bad.
We know how important your dog is to your whole family. So help keep him strong and healthy with Purina Dog Chow. Because you're not just a family, you're a dog family.
Tonight's date in MVC history is brought to you by Casey's General Store on March 15, 2008. Despite 17 points and 11 boards from Creighton's Christina Voss, Illinois State received 14 points and 16 boards from Ashleen Bracey, and the Redbirds posted a 68-60 win in the MVC tournament semifinals here at Family Arena. Casey's General Store, famous for pizza. Semifinal Saturday on the way tomorrow. Creighton trying to earn its berth there. And the championship coming up on Sunday afternoon. The automatic NCAA bid on the line there.
You mentioned that date in the history. Creighton, Missouri State, Drake, Illinois State have really dominated this league for many years. But in the last decade, 9 different teams have won a conference tournament title.
Ball goes out of bounds. It will remain Southern Illinois selection. And you always start thinking about, and certainly we've seen this discussion as it developed through the year. Shot in and out for Goins on the men's side of things, but it's been a lively discussion for the women as well. You look at RPI, you look at potential multiple bids, and really Creighton's the only team with a pretty solid case right now for a bid if the Jays don't wind up winning the tournament. Certainly no disrespect to Wichita State. That's just what the numbers are telling us.
Unfortunately, that is true. Creighton had a great non-conference schedule. It was one of the very best in the country. And according to College Basketball News, which is one of several groups that ranks RPI, they have the Jays at a 31 RPI, as does the NCAA. Then Creighton would be next with a 63 and Illinois State with a 74. So those 3 teams all within the top 75. You know they're all 3 going to go postseason. It's a question of where.
Well, and again, it's been a while since the Valley's had multiple bids on the women's side, and as a result of that, great save-in by Carly Tritz.
Yeah, good effort.
You know, Jim Flannery does not want to take any chances at all. And Jill, I want to say that it was several years ago, Illinois State did not get in with a 28 RPI after losing in the semifinals. So you don't want to take any chances.
No, you don't. And your last 10 games do make a difference in selection and seeding. The Creighton Jays have had a good end of their conference schedule. Illinois State obviously the best right now in the Valley. So if Creighton did happen to lose in the semis, they would probably not be guaranteed an at-large. If they lose in the finals, they would, I'm sure, be in regardless.
Nice connection down low, and Washington with a bucket. There's still some time in this thing.
You're right.
Creighton has not exactly been all that efficient offensively here in the second half. Here's Tritz firing for 3, in and out, and Janning gets the rebound. Fuyan will try. Now the Camp House who hits.
Yeah, Creighton is shooting 5 for 9. No, I'm sorry. That's for the, they're 4 for 17 in the second half.
Courier with a bucket. She has 5 points. And Jim Flannery is going to call a timeout. We'll take a break as well. 9:53 to go. Creighton by 19 on Valley Live.
You want affordable health care coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry Healthcare. We offer comprehensive, affordable plans for your family or business. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com or text wellness to 74574. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare.
Hi, I'm Maggie. Like many kids, sports are my world. I thought nothing could keep me from playing softball. I was wrong. I was diagnosed with T-cell leukemia, putting me on the bench of life. But with the love of my family and my amazing team at Cardinal Glennon, I'm winning the biggest battle of all. I'm living proof that your support helps kids get back in the game. I'm knocking cancer out of the park. You can make a life-saving gift at Glennon.org.
There's one thing Dave's always wanted to do when he retires: keep working, but for himself. So as his financial advisor, I took a look at everything he has: the 401k, insurance policies, even money he's invested elsewhere. We're building a retirement plan to help him launch a second career: Dave's Flight School. Go Dave.
When the conversation turns to finding a financial advisor who's fully invested in you, turn to us, Wells Fargo Advisors. Together we'll go far.
You want affordable health care coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry Healthcare. We offer comprehensive, affordable plans for your family or business. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com or text wellness to 74574. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare.
NCAA Division I Men's Basketball March Madness is coming to Kansas City. Experience it live and celebrate 75 years of March Madness on March 22nd and 24th at Sprint Center, hosted by the Missouri Valley Conference. Visit ncaa.com/MBB tickets to make a date with champions.
Our very own Jack Watkins is out there getting ready for that tournament.
Busy succession of weekends for the entire Missouri Valley Conference staff. You see a great shot there of Family Arena. Creighton will send the ball in. The Bluejays looking for their second consecutive Missouri Valley Conference tournament championship after Jim Flannery won his first last year here in St. Charles. And Creighton off to a good start in that regard. Some pressure here. Broken nicely by the Jays, and it leads to Camphouse's shot. She misses. She'll try again. No. And a rebound. Here comes Napier. Courier to Washington, back out top. Griffith scoop shot. No. And the rebound for Camphouse.
Creighton has owned the boards tonight. They've been impressive on the boards. 38 to 27.
Akenatico can't get it to fall, but she'll go to the line for a pair.
You just like saying her name, don't you, RC?
I'm not going to lie, it's a lot of fun.
It is. That's a great name.
But you talk to the Creighton folks, and they'll talk about how she has really kind of come into her own here in the second half or so of the season.
She has. She's gotten better and better. And you know, you'd never know. She's averaging only 4.5 points a game, but has stepped up in some big games. In February against Wichita, she put in 13 points, 8 rebounds, and that was a critical game for the Jays.
Jordan Courier, after picking up her 4th foul, comes out. Cartasia Macklin re-enters. Those were the two big contributors last night for the Salukis in their win in the play-in game over Evansville. Sydney Goins out top to Napier. Down to 9 to shoot.
Macklin is looking so much to pass tonight, where last night she looked to score so much more consistently.
The prayer is good.
Wow, I'm not sure she could see over the defenders that time, but she is just fighting to the end.
Well, you see her just kind of with the shoulders shrugged. What do you want me to do? And she got it to fall. Napier now in double digits with 10. So she has 40% of her team's points. Nice steal here by Asia Washington. Gets it up to Goins, who drains it.
Goins stepping up, wanting to shoot that ball. She is 3 for 4 from the floor tonight.
And another steal by the Salukis. Southern Illinois trying to go on a run here.
If you saw Jim Flannery's face, you'd know how upset he is with his team's execution right now. He just, when he crosses those arms and just sort of stands there like that, you know he's not a happy camper.
That is the look of displeasure.
Yeah. And when Flan really gets after it, he stomps the floor a little just to get their attention. But there's no question Creighton getting a little sloppy. It's hard to maintain that edge.
Free throws are coming up here. Jill, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to figure out if it should be 2 shots or 3.
3.
That'll be 3.
Good call, RC.
By the way, our officials for this one, Laura Morris, Tim Daly, and Nick Marshall.
We've had some great officiating crews in this tournament the last 2 days.
11 points for Rashonda Napier. 2 more on the way. Some subs coming in, a line change for the Blue Jays.
You know, Napier's a kid that seems to really step it up in big games also. She scored 25 against Wichita State in January. And then went on in a game that they won, one of the few conference games they won. She had 5 threes against Drake, also in January.
The Salukis, Jill, the closest they have been in a long time. Garrison can't get it to fall, but she'll go to the line. The foul on Cartasia Macklin. And the free throws on the way for Garrison when we return from the timeout. Salukis trailing the Blue Jays by 14 on MVC Live.
Online store at MVC-sports.com is the #1 stop to get Missouri Valley Conference merchandise. With thousands of items, you'll find all the MVC gear you need in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and fast 3-day shipping for only $4.99. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Missouri Valley Conference gear, head to the online store at MVC-sports.com.
2013 Cardinals 10-game ticket packs are on sale now. Choose from any of the 3 featuring 2013's top games and promotional dates. There's the always popular opening day pack, or the jersey pack featuring 6 games of jersey giveaways, or the value pack. Ticket packs start at just $79 and they're on sale now. Get yours at Cardinals.com.
That's the semifinals and title game of the MVC Women's Basketball Tournament coming out tomorrow and Sunday, with the winner receiving the league's automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Now remember, those games are not going to be available here on Valley Live. Rather, coverage will start tomorrow at 1:30 Central, then Sunday at 2 Central on Fox Sports Midwest, Fox Sports Indiana, Fox Sports Kansas City, Fox College Sports, Comcast Sportsnet Chicago, and ESPN3 outside of the league's 6-state footprint. Be sure to check your local listings for channels or visit MVC-sports.com for details. Creighton Blue Jays have seen their lead whittled away to 14. They're still in command, but Southern trying to make a game of it. Time, as you see, running out. Jordan Garrison with 2 free throws for the Jays.
Well, Southern has made up 11 points. They were down by 25 early in the half, and in fact at the 10:08 mark, so in the last 3 minutes, Southern has done a nice job finally scoring.
Ball carried out of bounds by Sarah Nelson. It'll be Southern Illinois ball. Nelson coming into the ball game, we mentioned, was 18 points shy of the 1,000-point mark. She's 11 shy now, although she's not scored at all here in the second half. Macklin spins it back out. Here's Napier, who's been the go-to player for the Salukis in this ball game. Washington trying to fight in. She's double teamed though, in some trouble. Fires it and gets it to go. What a shot by Asia Washington, the redshirt freshman from Lee Summit, Missouri. Here's Janning for the layup. So she answers.
Well, it's the Salukis trap and they don't rotate. That leaves Janning wide open, going to the bucket.
Seven minutes to go. Macklin still scoreless after 32 last night.
That's amazing. The Salukis still with only 4 points in the paint, and that one just outside.
Macklin finally gets on the board. That cuts the lead to 13.
There is time, but Southern would have to stop some of those nice, easy layups by Creighton if they want to win this game.
And the Jays have now scored on a couple of those in each of their last 2 trips down. And here's a steal. And Fuyan will fire, miss. Tritz tried to tip in and gets the foul.
They had 3 looks in there. They just weren't sure who wanted to shoot at that time. Adrian Barlow is really trying to rally her troops here with just 6.5 minutes left in this ball game.
Tritz at the line. Hits them both. Carly Tritz, preseason player of the year in the Missouri Valley Conference, has just been nagged by that knee injury all season long and really has maybe not statistically put together a real flashy season, but has been very solid in limited time for the Jays.
Well, she's almost got a double-double right now, 9 points, 7 boards.
Foul will send Southern Illinois to the line.
Southern has struggled at the line as much as they have from the floor. 6 for 11, although this half they're improved to 4 of 5.
Mercedes Griffin connects. That's her first point. Hits them both.
Well, Southern at 15 again.
Pressure nearly results in a turnover. Finally, the Jays get out of it. Now through the lane, it's Nelson with the bucket. She has 9. Nice pass by Garrison for the assist.
Creighton doing a nice job attacking the basket off of their press breaker.
Nelson now 9 away from 1,000. Shot no, and Fuyan climbs the ladder for the rebound.
Well, Creighton has extended that lead again, RC. They seem pretty comfortable.
Offensive rebound. Now Janning draws the foul. Napier called for her second.
Courier is the only player with 4 fouls right now, and she's been relegated to the bench when she got that 4th one. Has not come back yet.
Free throws a little short.
Southern keeps trying different players inside, and now Diane Pierre coming back in. They have just struggled to score in the paint. This is a team that can really light it up in there.
Well, keep this in mind about Southern Illinois. No seniors on this team.
That's true. And in most likelihood, they will have a new coach next year. Adrian Barlow has done a very nice job coming in mid-season. She's coached, this will be her 15th game. So half of the year, basically. And I think her team has responded to her. They've certainly played hard and kept their chins up.
Nelson with the block. Well, and let's face it, a pretty memorable victory last night for the Salukis. So, you know, the season won't end the way they would have hoped, but that's something, a win in the Valley tournament.
Well, yeah, and honestly, I think that should be momentum for next year and shows them how capable they are. They've just got to learn to maintain what they do, and at this point, they're playing in spurts, and their inconsistency is killing them.
That was Nelson with another block, and Southern Illinois to send it in with 3 seconds on the shot clock, and with that, Adrian Harlow is going to call a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Again, the winner of this one will play the winner of Illinois State and Bradley, the 3 and 6 seeds respectively. That'll be tomorrow's second semifinal, but the Bradley-Illinois State game comes your way at about 8:30.
That should be another excellent ball game. They played it to the wire in Peoria 2 weeks ago. Bradley won on a rebound deep pass that was deflected and scored a layup with the buzzer to win that ball game.
I'm not sure that we were there for that game. I'm not sure that ball was ever passed. It just kind of kept finding its way into Bradley's front court, and Michelle Young hitting the winning shot in that one in an exciting fashion. Shot clock winds down, and the ball will go to Creighton.
Not sure that all the Salukis were aware of the time on that clock.
Yeah, Coach Harlow didn't
she wasn't
look
real tickled
pleased.
pink with that, was she?
Here's Fuyan for the Blue Jays. She'll drive. Nice layup.
Yes.
She has 4 points.
Fuyan is a tough matchup for Pierre, who's used to playing defense in the paint.
There's Pierre double teamed. Napier fires. No. Rebound to Janning. Garrison heaves it. Too strong. Kept alive. Well, not for long. Out of bounds to Southern Illinois.
Yeah, I think Nelson winged that out. Right now, Creighton 41-30 leader on the boards.
And a 20 leader on the scoreboard.
Yeah, one kind of converts to the other, doesn't it?
Well, the Creighton defense has forced 17 turnovers. Scored 19 points off of those turnovers, have the Jays.
Yeah, they have played an all-around solid game. A couple minutes where they got a little lax, but I think you can credit Southern for finding some good hits.
Scoop shot won't go, and Nelson up there for the board. That's 6. Now Fuyan to the hoop. The finger roll gets it to fall.
Have a nice acceleration to the basket by Mackenzie Fuyan.
Goins for 3. No. Nelson another board. Now 7. Back the other way we go. Akinatico can't get it to fall. Trickles out. Jensen grabs it, tosses it to her sister for 3. It's no good. Rebound Southern Illinois. Goins able to get it. Macklin will fire the 3. It's short. Rebound comes to Allie Jensen.
Yeah, I don't think Macklin got her legs under her for that shot.
Akinatico to the glass. Nice pass from Sarah Nelson. And we mentioned earlier, not too many 4 players are second on their team in assists.
Absolutely.
3 is wide right. Macklin there to get the rebound.
With a 24-point lead, Jim Flannery is coaching up a storm over there. Getting all over his kids for missing a rebound.
Down to 3 on the shot clock. Good for Rashonda Napier, who has 15 of her team's 38 points.
Well, and how many last-second shots has she put in? At least 2 of those have been with the clock running down.
Fuyan to Nelson. Thought about the 3. Really no need to do it at this point in the clock. Akinatico takes it. No. Rebound Asia Washington as we're down under 2 minutes to go. So the 10-seed Salukis will see their season come to an end. Creighton, the 2-seed, will move on to play either Bradley or Illinois State on semifinal Saturday. And the Bradley-Illinois State game is coming up. Shot rolls and goes for Napier, so she has 17 now. And a timeout, our official
just
timeout
for
or a
substitution. Yeah. Jim Flannery has subbed enough that he only has 2 players who have put in more than 20 minutes in this game, Sarah Nelson and Marissa Janning. So he's done everything he can to keep those kids fresh for the semis tomorrow.
I was going to say we are still owed an official's timeout if there should be another stoppage of play here in the final 129.
That's not a real happy Saluki bench over there. That's a tough loss after being so high. You know, that's what happens in sports, though. You get so high and so low, and they're right next to one another. And the wins are wonderful, and the losses are so hard to swallow.
Well, and it's a long season, and it has been full of tumult for Southern Illinois. Again, the Jays, 2 programs coming at it from different points of view. The Jays, we mentioned the high RPI. They're not wanting to fool around, though. They want to polish off this tournament. They'll have 2 more games to go after this one.
You're right. They're totally different programs in different places. And Southern looking for a new head coach, and whoever gets that program's got some wonderful kids to work with.
Yeah, a tremendous starting point for talent on that squad.
Absolutely.
So we're back from the timeout. Almost.
Boy, those TV people, they make you wait.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's us. That's us.
And we weren't in commercials, so I don't know what we were waiting for.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Jim Flannery playing his bench here at the end of the game. Camp House is the only starter on the floor.
And she fires and misses. Sydney Goins with the rebound as we're down to our final 70 seconds. Courier will fire. Too strong, and Camp House cleans it up. Under a minute to go. Akitatico in the lane. Back out. Jensen 3, no, and Napier grabs the rebound. He has 5 boards to go along with 17 points. Balanced effort, though, for Creighton. 11 points each for Garrison and Janning. 9 for Tritz. Camp House with 8. Nelson with 9. 6 for Akitatico.
They've got tremendous balance. Surprisingly, the Jensens haven't hit a 3 yet. Between the 2 of them, they're 0 for 6.
They were trying to set each other up.
Yes, they were.
Shot for 3 is good for Napier.
Well, she's going out in a flurry here. 20 points, 5 boards, 2 assists.
And she's a freshman.
Yeah, great line.
So the Jays can run out the clock right now, and they'll advance to semifinal Saturday to take on either Bradley or Illinois State. An impressive wire-to-wire lead for the Blue Jays, knocking off Southern Illinois 60-43. Stick around. We'll select our players of the game coming up as the Jays knock off the Saluki 60-43 here on Valley Live.
I'm Big John Kilcoyne, quarterback for this town's only state championship winning team. I'm the winningest QB of all time. I'm here to talk to you about the winningest pizza of all time, Casey's Pizza. Best tasting pizza around, with made from scratch dough, fresh ingredients, 100% real mozzarella cheese. Take it from me, Big John. With Casey's Pizza, you can't lose.
Right now, get any large specialty pizza for just $13.99. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Hello,
I'm Greg Boyce, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Peabody Energy. Peabody Energy is the world's largest private sector coal company. Coal powers America, from schoolrooms to surgical suites, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Coal is clean, abundant, and affordable, and ours. Clean coal is a made-in-America solution to energy security, economic stimulus, and environmental progress.
Learn more at PeabodyEnergy.com and CoalCanDoThat.com.
I used to hate eating healthy stuff, but Badger likes it, so I do too. I used to have bad dreams, but not anymore. I used to be scared of the basement, but when Badger's with me, it's not so bad.
We know how important your dog is to your whole family. So help keep him strong and healthy with Purina Dog Chow. Because you're not just a family, you're a dog family.
Creighton with an impressive victory over Southern Illinois. Time now for our players of the game. A presentation of Coventry Healthcare. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com for more information. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare. And first for the Southern Illinois Salukis.
Well, Napier was a no-brainer here. She had almost a career night, 20 points, 5 rebounds. She shot the three exceptionally well. She was 3 for 5 from the arc, 3 for 3 at the line. She came in off the bounce, and I thought defensively she was the kid that was guarding usually Janning, who is one of the leading players for the Creighton Jays, and did a great job getting good ball pressure on her.
Now for the Creighton Bluejays, a little tougher selection just because of the balance, Jill.
It was so balanced, but you know what? I just think Carly Tritz brings so much to the floor. She's a calming influence. She has as many assists as she does scores. She's 9 points, 4 assists, 7 boards. She was 1 for 3 from the arc and 2 for 2 at the free throw line. A total package game, and that's the kind of performance you get out of Tritz. If she could play 35 minutes, she'd be in double digits every ball game, RC.
So the Blue Jays advance to semifinals Saturday. Be sure to join us coming up at 8:30 Central as 6th-seeded Bradley plays 3rd-seeded Illinois State in our final quarterfinal contest here on Valley Live. For my partner, the Hall of Famer Jill Hutchison, and our entire Webstream Sports crew, I'm RC McBride. See you again at 8:30 right here on Valley Live.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry Healthcare. We offer comprehensive, affordable plans for your family or business. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com or text wellness to 74574. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare.
Northern China reduce its reliance on coal-fired heating plants and prevent 60 million tons of CO2 emissions? When Emerson takes up the challenge, it's never been done before, simply becomes, consider it solved. Emerson.
Senor!
Attention everyone, our first toast.
No. I am so honored to say a few words about the lovely can. I mean the couple. You look so delicious. In love. Too many more years.
Do we know her?
Diet Pepsi. Love every sip.
You want affordable healthcare coverage that helps cover rising medical costs, and that's exactly what you'll get with Coventry Healthcare. We offer comprehensive, affordable plans for your family or business. Visit CoventryHealthcare.com or text wellness to 74574. Health, wellness, Coventry Healthcare.